Welcome to Data Joy AI, Programming for Analytics. Chapter 13, Translating from R to Python. Jessica's Translation Breakthrough. Meet Jessica, a psychology researcher who had been comfortable with R for 2 years when she landed a summer tech internship. On her first day, her supervisor handed her a Python script and said they'd need her to adapt her skills to their Python workflow. Jessica's heart sank. She'd finally gotten comfortable with R and thought she'd have to start learning programming from scratch. But 3 weeks later, she made a remarkable discovery. She wasn't learning new concepts, just translating syntax. The hard part, analytical thinking, problem solving, data concepts, she already knew. The iceberg principle of programming knowledge. Jessica's experience illustrates a crucial insight about programming knowledge. What you see, the syntax and specific commands, represents only about 20% of what you actually know. The hidden 80% includes your understanding of data structures, logical thinking, problem decomposition, and analytical workflows. When you learned R, you weren't just memorizing commands like mean or filter. You were developing a deep understanding of what it means to analyze data systematically. This foundation transfers completely to any programming language. What you already know, and it's more than you think. Your analytical toolkit is more transferable than you might realize. You understand that data should be organized with rows as observations and columns as variables. This concept is identical whether you're working with R's data frames or Python's data frames. You know statistical concepts like distributions, correlations, and hypothesis testing. You understand visualization principles about mapping data to visual elements. Most importantly, you've developed problem-solving strategies for breaking complex tasks into manageable steps and debugging systematically when things go wrong. The translation mindset, concept first, syntax second. The key to successful language translation is thinking concept first, syntax second. Instead of asking, how do I write filter in Python? Ask, I want to keep only rows that meet certain conditions. This shift in thinking transforms language learning from memorization to translation. Marcus, an economics student, put it perfectly. I already knew how to think about the problems. I just needed to learn how Python spelled the solutions. This mindset accelerates learning and builds genuine understanding. Same destination, different grammar. R and Python have different grammatical structures for expressing identical concepts. R's tidyverse uses pipe-based grammar that reads like English, while Python's pandas uses method chaining with an object-oriented style. But the logical flow is identical. Whether you write data, percent filter, age 18, percent to percent group by treatment in R or data, query age 18. Group by treatment in Python, you're following the same analytical logic. Start with data, keep only adults, group by treatment condition. Core operations, different syntax, same logic. The fundamental operations you perform in data analysis remain constant across languages. Selecting columns, filtering rows, creating new variables, and calculating group summaries follow the same logical patterns. R might use select, filter, mutate, and summarize, while Python uses bracket notation, Boolean indexing, direct assignment, and group back. Once you recognize these mapping patterns, translation becomes intuitive rather than intimidating. Data exploration, universal patterns. Every analysis begins with understanding your data structure, and this investigative process is universal. In R, you might use dim, summary, str, and head to examine your data. In Python, you'd use shape, describe, info, and head. The commands differ, but you're asking the same essential questions. How big is my data set? What do the distributions look like? Are there missing values? What are the variable types? This investigative mindset transfers completely. Visualization. Multiple paths to insight. Both languages can create the same visualizations, but they approach the task differently. R's ggplot2 uses a grammar of graphics with layered syntax, while Python offers multiple options, matplotlib for detailed control, and Seaborn for simpler, attractive plots. The end goal is identical, creating scatter plots, histograms, and other visualizations that reveal patterns in your data. Your understanding of effective visualization principles, choosing appropriate chart types, mapping data to visual elements, transfers completely when language choice actually matters. While most analytical tasks can be accomplished in either language, each has particular strengths. R excels in statistical analysis, academic research, and specialized statistical packages. Python shines in production systems, machine learning, and software integration. In academic contexts, R often provides more specialized statistical tools. In industry settings, Python integrates better with larger systems. The professional reality is that many analysts use both strategically, choosing the best tool for each specific task. Practical translation strategies. Successful translation requires systematic approaches. Start with concepts. Outline your analytical approach before worrying about syntax. Use your R knowledge as a bridge by connecting new Python concepts to familiar R functions. Practice with familiar analyses by recreating R projects in Python. Leverage documentation by searching for Python equivalent of R function when you know what you want to accomplish. Build gradually, mastering simple operations before tackling complex workflows. The learning acceleration effect. Learning a second programming language is dramatically easier than learning your first. With your first language, you learn concepts and syntax simultaneously. With your second language, you're translating concepts you already understand. This acceleration effect means weeks instead of months to become productive. You're not a beginner, you're a translator. This confidence boost is significant, and bilingual analysts become more versatile and valuable in the job market. Common translation, pitfalls to avoid. Successful translation requires avoiding common mistakes. Don't force R patterns onto Python. Each language has its own idioms and best practices. Don't obsess over syntax memorization without understanding concepts. Don't adopt all-or-nothing thinking. You don't need to abandon R to learn Python. Avoid perfectionism. Start with working code and refine style later. Don't work in isolation. Use both languages' strengths strategically for different tasks. Building your bilingual toolkit. Develop your skills systematically through 3 phases. Phase 1 focuses on basic data operations and exploration. Loading data, examining structure, simple filtering and selection. Phase 2 adds statistical analysis and visualization. Creating plots, running tests, building models. Phase 3 incorporates advanced techniques and specialized packages for specific domains. The integration strategy involves using the best tool for each task, building broader problem-solving capabilities over time. The compound benefits of language fluency. Bilingual programming skills create multiple layers of value. Immediate benefits include solving problems using the best available tools for each situation. Learning benefits emerge as each language reinforces analytical concepts from different perspectives. Career benefits include increased versatility in the job market and ability to work with diverse teams. Collaboration benefits allow effective work across different technical environments. Innovation benefits come from cross-pollinating ideas between language communities. Key takeaways, translation mastery. Remember these essential principles. You're not learning programming from scratch. You're translating concepts you already understand. 80% of your knowledge transfers directly, including analytical thinking, problem-solving approaches, and data concepts. Focus on concepts first, understanding the what before learning the how in new syntax. Practice systematically by recreating familiar analyses in the new language. Embrace differences. Each language has unique strengths and idioms that make it valuable for different contexts.